Welcome to EDUC 407, Technology and Digital Literacy. My name is Professor Gago, and I'm going to quickly go over what we're going to be doing in this course over the course of these 8 weeks for this term. So first thing I'm going to do is I'll talk about how the course is going to be structured. We'll talk a little bit about SAMR and ISTE standards. All of those will be covered in more detail during the course, and some frequently asked questions that tend to come up. So how is this course structured? Well, you'll have a weekly announcement on Sunday that I will provide, a video just like this. There's going to be Slack, which is our online platform for quick messages and questions. You can always email me at any time. And then we'll have our Zoom meetings on Thursdays at 5 p.m. If we have to meet in class, I will, of course, let you know. In a typical week, this is what you can expect. You're going to spend the first part of the week learning. So you're going to do a couple of assignments, 2 to 3 assignments to study an ISTE standard. And then you're going to spend the last part of the week creating and reflecting and applying basically to what you're learning on that week. That might include some Google assignments, something where you're going to create something, maybe creating videos, but you'll be creating stuff at the end of the week. The first part of the week is kind of understanding where that comes from. So the first part we're going to talk about is SAMR. If you don't know what SAMR is, it's substitution, augmentation, modification, redefinition. The idea behind a technology class is that we are moving away from the paper and pencil. What we want to do is start getting to the point where we're creating stuff that's really rich in content for our students. If you don't have technology, it's paper and pencil. If you substitute, it's like substituting a laptop for a paper and pencil. That really doesn't change anything. Augmentation means that you're doing a little bit more with it than you would have with the paper and pencil. Modification means that we're really changing things up, and of course redefinition means that we're going to the next level where they can really get some deep learning. Our goal is to get as close to modification and redefinition as we can. Redefinition is a tougher one, but it can be done. It just takes a lot of work to get there. We're also going to talk about the ISTE standards, which are the International Society for Technology and Education standards. There's 2 different types of standards we're going to be focusing on in this class. One is for students, it's a student-based one, and the other one's for educators and how they can use these standards to help their students out. The first couple weeks, in this case weeks 2 through 4, are going to focus on the ISTE standards for students. So talking about how they can be empowered learners, digital citizens, knowledge constructors, innovative designers, computational thinkers, creative communicators, and global collaborators. And this is for the students themselves, so I'm going to show you some examples on how we can do that. The remaining weeks, 5 through 8, are for educators such as us. How are we still learners? How are we going to be leaders with technology? Leadership with citizenship with technology, collaborators, designers, facilitators, and ultimately an analyst, whether it's for grades or for information for students. Now, frequently asked questions that come up quite often. Should I follow Blackboard or the syllabus if there's a conflict? And sometimes, I make the syllabus ahead of time, but then we have to change things. Focus on Blackboard. There's not going to be any mystery or hidden assignments. If there's something on the syllabus, but then it doesn't show up in Blackboard, just follow Blackboard. Do I accept late work? Inevitably, late work happens. There's nothing you can do about it. Things like that occur. If you communicate with me, you talk to me, you keep me in the loop, I'll always give extra time. Sometimes it's a technological issue. If that's the case, I'm not going to let the technology dictate your grade. I want to make sure you're doing it. But if you don't talk to me, there's not much I can do. So I will have to take some points off. But if you communicate with me and there's something going on, I will definitely work with you. One last question that usually comes up, do I have to work in a group? In this class, yes. While your grade is dependent on your own abilities and your own assignments and what you do, there's going to be some group work where you need to work with other people. And a lot of that's going to be, since we're online, using the platform Slack. So it's really important that you are working with the group. Now, granted, you're only graded on your stuff, but as a group, you want to make sure it looks as good as possible. Plus, the fact is, as an educator, you're going to be working with other teachers. So getting kind of used to that where you're still getting your own stuff, your own grade personally, but also working in a group will be very helpful for you. Now, when it comes to any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to me, please. There's a couple of different ways that you can do it. I have my email there, dgago@laverne.edu. I'm also a current high teacher, and in this case, both emails I do check on my phone regularly. So david_gago@kernhigh.org. Or on Slack, once you get set up there, you can always message me on that, and I will receive those messages directly on my smartphone. So again, I will try to respond to anything that you have to ask, or any concerns or comments or anything like that, as soon as I can. Most of the time it's within 24 hours. If you don't hear from me, contact me again, and that would be my mistake. But I'm pretty good about responding because I want to make sure I help you out. My priority is you. But again, if you have any questions, make sure you follow the syllabus. Otherwise, contact me and we'll take care of everything from there. Have a wonderful day, and I look forward to seeing you guys in class.